Senator Hutchison, as you are now ending your career in the U.S. Senate, will you please tell us about the piece of legislation of which you are most proud?
Well, in 20 years, of course, I've passed so many pieces of legislation, mostly through amendments and initiatives. For instance, saving manned exploration of space. In a NASA Reauthorization Act, which I passed and authored with Senator Bill Nelson of Florida. And it's very important that we keep our commitment to space. I passed the Hutchison-Mikulski Homemaker IRA bill to make sure that stay-at-home spouses who raise their children and volunteer in the community have the same retirement savings opportunities that those who work outside the home have. When I was a young single woman just starting out, I started an IRA. Then, when I got married and I wasn't working for a while, I found that I couldn't contribute equally to my IRA, and I thought to myself, it's women who go in and out of the workforce more than men, and they need retirement security as much or more than men. So I made it my call to change the law, and I was able to do it, and I'm very excited that I was able to have that kind of impact on the livelihoods of our families and the retirement security of all.
What would you say was your greatest disappointment?
Oh golly, there have been a lot of disappointments. Anytime you're in politics, of course, you have disappointments. You lose things that you wanted to pass, or maybe you had to modify an amendment to get it through. And so I can't pinpoint exactly a disappointment so much as I guess the hardest times would be when you vote to authorize going to a war, which certainly we now have a war on terror that I think is something we must pursue. We must show strength in the face of an attack on our way of life. And those are the kinds of tough decisions that you make more than disappointments and maybe losing a fight that you wanted to have.
What personal characteristic do you think has made you successful?
Perseverance. Just no question. I never give up. I never take no for an answer, and I just work the last little bit of strength in every major issue that I take on. And I've had a lot of setbacks in my life, and I've never given up. I've never given up for going toward a goal that I want or an issue that I want to win. And I would just say never giving up is the way I've been able to at least achieve parts of my goals. And I won't say I've achieved all of them, but certainly not giving up is the way that I think most people will find a way to feel good about the contribution they make to our society.
And do you have any advice on how TFRW clubs can be influential on legislation?
Well, I certainly think that having elected officials come to the clubs and talk, and where you can question them or give your opinions, that's very helpful. I think one-on-one opinions are very, very influential. I also think certainly getting letter writing campaigns, I think supporting what you hope will pass by writing letters to the editor is very effective, and making your cause one that's bigger than just one person or one club, and spreading it out among the clubs. But mostly I want to say that TFRW does such good work by bringing Republicans together, people who want to be active in politics, they want to support our candidates, and our clubs give them the opportunity to have the camaraderie and the fun events along with the learning events where you have your speakers and you learn about issues, but you do it with the friends that you make. And I have found that the people who are active in politics are the nicest and also the most informed and interesting people in the communities. And I really appreciate TFRW.
Senator, thank you for your time today.